Hi friends, the topic what we are going to see today is how to strengthen your financial future. That's a great place to be in. But before getting into the topic, let me take you all back to a normal scene which happens in all our life. So during our childhood days when we were going to the school, we always wanted to play, we wanted to go out with our friends and keep making all the fun. But naturally when you are in the school, there is a lot of homework which is being given, there are exams to be prepared for, etc. etc. But mom wants us to do our homework and get prepared for the exam. So it's a constant tussle between the child and the mother. But as the tussle keeps going up, mother actually comes with a great idea and she actually offers a deal with the child. She says, yeah, I will let you play provided you complete this homework or complete preparing for your examination. And naturally the child agrees, because at least when I complete the homework, I will have time to play without any disturbance. So this is what we all would have gone through, right? Similarly, the underlying theme here is, how do you prioritize? I think that's the most important thing. So mom knows how to prioritize your time so that you actually get better over a period of time. The same theme applies to your financial future also. So I will explain this with a very interesting example. Some of you would have actually known about this experiment, but it is actually good to refresh that. So there is a very interesting experiment called pickle jar experiment. So what does it mean? So it's a classroom, the professor walks in and there are students sitting in the classroom. And even before starting, the professor actually keeps his bag on the table and he actually takes out 4 items out of the bag. One is a glass jar, the second is a golf ball, the third is pebbles, and the 4th item is sand. So now the entire classroom is puzzled on what is happening on the classroom. So the professor first puts the golf balls in the jar. He fills the jar with the golf ball and asks the classroom, is the jar full? The classroom says yes, the jar is full. Then he quietly picks up the pebbles and pours it in the jar. The pebbles could actually find place in between the balls and it actually gets accommodated within the jar. Now the professor again asks, is the jar full? And the class again says yes, the jar is full. Now he takes the sand quietly and puts it all over the jar, and the sand could actually find place in between the golf ball and the pebbles and it actually fills. Now again he asks, is the jar full? The classroom says yes, the jar is full. And this is where the professor actually starts speaking and comes out with a very interesting and a very powerful message. He says, in life, the most important things are the one you should do first. So your golf ball is the most important thing. The second is your pebbles, the next important thing, and sand is the least important thing in your life. If you have actually done the reverse of it, say assuming you actually first fill the jar with sand, you would not have place for the pebbles or the golf ball. So now he started explaining, so in your career or in your student life, the most important thing is you should know to prioritize your things. Otherwise, you will actually fill most of your life doing the least important things. So now how is it relevant when it comes to the strengthening of your financial future? It is very relevant, because if you don't know what is the most important thing when it comes to your financial strength, then you can actually try and do many things which are not very relevant in a longer period of time. So to understand that, first you will have to identify what is the most important thing and the least important thing. So broadly you can divide your goals into needs and want. So needs are the most important thing, because without which you will not be able to survive. Wants are the things which are like desires. If it is there, it is okay. If it is not there, you will still be able to survive. So if I have to broadly categorize the most important thing in anyone's life, broadly, it could be your retirement and planning for your children's education if you have children's. Of course, there are a lot of other things. It could be going for a travel or buying a car or buying any kind of expensive stuff. Of course, those will definitely give you happiness. But if you actually keep spending a lot of money towards those things, then naturally you will not have enough money left to actually plan for your retirement or for your child's education. So the most important thing is you should know what is priority in your life, because if you actually set the priorities right, because resources are limited. If resources are unlimited, then actually there is no need to really plan or really prioritize. But we all know how difficult is it for you to make money. So if you actually spend on the least important things, naturally you will not have enough money for the most important things in your life. So the simple lesson is prioritize your financial needs so that your financial life can be a lot more better, and in fact it can be best in the period of times to come. Hope you enjoyed this very powerful story. Thank you for watching.